Hello yogis, my name is Daniel Cumming, aka the Yogi Bunny. So we're just going to do a quick little 15-minute flow today. It's just a perfect de-stress session if you're short on time. Also great if you've got any knee injuries. Very simple flow, anyone can do it. So we'll start on our hips. So if you want to elevate your hips, you can just roll up a shirt. You can place a pillow or block underneath. I just want you to raise the crown of the head up towards the sky. We're going to take our one hand to our belly, one hand to our chest. I just want you to sink into your breath. So as you inhale, I want you to let that belly expand out like a balloon, filling full of air. Then as you exhale, contracting that belly towards the spine, making way for new fresh air. So just noticing that when you inhale, that the hand on the belly will feel it more than the hand in the chest. Just making a little silent commitment to yourself for the next 15 minutes or so. Just to breathe more into the belly than the chest. And creating that yogic breath, almost like fogging up a window, that H kind of sound in and out the nostrils. Just bringing all your awareness to your breath, letting go of everything else around you. We're then going to start a count of double breathing out to what we breathe in. So for example, you might breathe in 2, 3, and then out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a small natural gap between the inhale and the exhale, and the exhale and the inhale. Doesn't have to be 3. It can just be a few counts. It can be with your breath, with your heartbeat, whatever you want to count. Just bringing all your awareness to the breath. Just release the hands on the belly and the chest. We're going to inhale our arms out wide, spreading the fingertips, reaching up towards the sky, and then exhale down through the middle. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms out, raise the crown of the head up, exhale down. So keep that strong posture. Good. We're going to interlace the fingers, elbows rise. Exhale, press away, tuck the chin in. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms up above the head. Holding here for a couple of breaths. So relaxing the shoulders. You don't have to strain the shoulders too much, simply just reaching up. And then exhale, floating the hands down in behind. Again, if you get a bit of a shoulder issue, don't worry too much about stretching it back. Just lightly raise the chest up, drawing the hands back. And then exhale. Hands back into center. So we're going to take the hands to the knees. We're going to roll the shoulders up and around a couple of times. And reversing that rotation. Nice, and we're going to take some swaying side to side. So taking the hands to the knees. Just taking a rotation, doesn't matter which direction, leading with the chest. So keeping that crown of the head nice and long. Just want you to really focus on that breath. So whatever action we're doing in this session, always being aware of your breathing. And then reversing that rotation. Letting the whole body become a little bit relaxed, especially through the shoulders, but keeping that little bit of tension, raising the crown of the head up, so long and relaxed. Good, and then slowing down. into that still spot. Good, we're gonna raise our hands up, nice and high, and then bring them down through center. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, expand the belly, fill it full of air. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Lifting up. And then exhale it down. Good, now we're gonna relax the neck a little bit. So we have 2 options here. You can take the left hand in behind the hip if you like. If that doesn't feel right for your shoulder, you can just keep that hand right there. So we're gonna take our right ear towards our right shoulder. So just leaning it nice and lightly. So it opens down the side of the neck. Remembering if this doesn't feel right for your shoulder, you can just bring your hand back to the knee. Making sure you keep that spine nice and long. Breathing deep into the belly. And then just going to take our gaze down towards that right armpit. Just let that chin fall nice and lightly down. Now you can just let gravity increase the stretch, but if it's not enough, I urge you not to force it. Just taking that right hand just to the top of the head and just let the weight of the hand, not pulling it down, but the weight of the hand just stretching out the back of that neck a little bit. Making sure that your posture doesn't suffer, that you keep that chest up, spine nice and long. And then releasing the hand if it's at the back of the head. And I just want you to let that chin fall down into the middle. And then inhale, rise it up, facing forward. And then we're just going to look over towards the right side. So simply just looking over that right shoulder a little bit. And then holding here. You can take that right hand down the side of the neck and maybe just a very light little massage down the side of the neck. And then turning to face the front. And then just looking up and to the left a little bit. So it opens down the side of the neck here. I just want you to take your right hand and just massage up and down the neck a little bit here. Big muscle at the front of the neck. Often neglected. And then slowly releasing. Releasing the arm if it was bound. We're just going to stretch out our arms a little bit. Bring it down. Nice big sweep to the side, lifting the chest up, softening through the belly, reaching the fingertips, and then relaxing the shoulders. We'll do that on the opposite side now. So we'll take our right hand in behind. Again, you can just leave that hand on the knee if you like. And then we're just going to take the left ear to the left shoulder, making sure that you keep that lift through the spine and lengthen, don't fold inwards too much. Just letting the weight, the head, stretch out the side of the neck. And then slowly taking your gaze down to that left armpit, tucking the chin in a little bit. And then either letting the weight of the head stretch out the neck, or you can take that left hand to that point in behind here, the occipital ridge. Just lightly drawing it down, not forcing it. Just ensuring that the spine's still long, keeping that posture. Softening and breathing into the belly. And then releasing, letting the neck, chin fall down to the middle. Inhale up. And then looking over that left shoulder. Massaging that side and back of the neck, if you like, with the left hand. And then bringing the head back around. And then looking up and over towards the right side. Just leaning that chin back enough that you can open up and create a little bit of tension here so you can massage it out. Stretching out this big muscle. Always aware of the breath. Good. And then release the arm. Bring both hands up. And down through the middle. Good. We're just going to stretch out the shoulders a little bit. So as long as it's okay for your shoulders, interlacing the hands and behind. Inhale, raise that chest up. Draw the hands back nice and long. If that's not okay for your shoulders, you can just simply open up the arms to the side. And then just leaning forward, either interlacing the fingers or arms by your side. Just leaning forward, drawing the hips down and back a little bit, nodding the head yes, maybe shaking it no. And then making sure you grip down through the hips as you lift back up. You can draw your hands back to support. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale down through heart center. And we're just going to stretch out the neck one last little bit. So we'll tuck the chin in. I just want you to roll that chin over towards the left. And then back down, creating a half circle. So you've got right ear to right shoulder, chin through the middle. And then left ear to left shoulder, keeping that nice long spine. So I'm just going to create half circles, so you can go through the middle if you want. Just avoid cocking the head back as you come back up through the middle. Don't want to compress on the spine too much. Nice, and then roll the shoulders out a couple of times. So try to create a rolling motion, tuck that shoulders up, and a little bit of flick out. Shake out the arms, shake out the fingers. Nice, and then we'll just come onto our back so you can remove whatever you're sitting on. Lengthen out the legs. Wiggle them out a little bit if you like. Inhale up. And then exhale, rolling down and back. Tucking the legs up a little bit. We're just going to lengthen out one leg at a time. So press the right foot down. Inhale, point the toe. Exhale, flex the foot. It doesn't have to be anything too much. I'm just going to release the legs a little bit. So if you can't raise your leg all the way up, it's fine. Just make sure your hips are on the ground. You can rotate your ankles around a couple of times. Circulating blood through the body. And then switch the legs around. So pressing the left foot down, right foot up. You can inhale, point the toe. Exhale, flex. Remember, you don't have to have the knee straight. Have the knee bent. Just rotating the ankle around. And then bringing both knees in, maybe just taking a few little rotations, massaging that lower back into the mat. And then lowering down into Shavasana. So you can stretch out a little bit, arms up overhead, pressing the feet away. And then releasing down. I'm gonna get those last little bits of tension out. So breathing all the way out. And then as we inhale through the nose, squeeze everything head to toe. So squeeze the fist, squeeze the feet. And then exhale out through the mouth. 2 more times. Inhale big, squeeze as tight as you can with all the muscles holding a little bit more. And then exhale out. Last one. Focusing on the face. So clench the jaw, frown the face, get the last bits out. And then completely release. Relax into Shavasana. Let your legs just lay how they want. Palms face up, shoulders relaxed. And just simply noticing the breath. On each inhale, the belly lifting and expanding like a balloon. And as you exhale, the belly just lightly falls down towards the earth, towards the spine, making way for new, fresh oxygen. Slowly each breath becoming deeper, slower, more natural. Body becoming light and relaxed, just sinking into the earth. Mind still, just simply being. Staying here in Shavasana for as long as you want. At least for a few minutes, just to let everything settle and sink in. Whenever you're ready, you can make your way up into a seated position. Rolling to one side, coming up slowly, and then continuing with your day. Remembering, stay here as long as you need. Namaste.